Hello everybody, my name's Craig from Raijintek, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fit the Raijintek Triton 240mm water cooler. It is an all-in-one water cooler. You will need a couple of screwdrivers for this job, a couple of star heads, just fine. Now, I added the die before I started this video. I'm sorry about that, guys, I should have waited. To add die, simply just unscrew this silver cap here. That's pretty much it. You just pour the die straight in the top and you are done and good to go. Now, Raijintek supply these two horrible fans. May look good, feel good. You've got a little controller here for adjusting the speed and the one pin, but they're shit, so we're throwing them away, and I'm going to be using the NZXT, just normal white silent fans. Far better, far greater airflow, love them. Now the first thing you're going to want to do is, well, obviously put the motherboard in the case, but I've already done that ahead of time. It's a pain in the ass trying to video. So go ahead and put your CPU in the motherboard. Make sure the top of the CPU is clean, there is no leftover coolant on there. Always a good thing to clear it first. Use an alcoholic wipe. Pop it in and make sure you put the latch over so it's nice and tight. Now I've also put the back plate on as well. I probably should have videoed that, but again it was a bit tricky. So you want to grab the front plate here, put it on top of the 4 screws that you previously put in from the back plate, and you'll have 4 little short silver screws. Just go ahead and put them on. Don't tighten them up, just put them on enough so that it catches the thread. Just go ahead here and put one in. Just enough to catch. And you want to go ahead and do all 4 of them. Okay, now that all 4 are in, we're going to go ahead and tighten them. Probably doesn't take a lot, there's only like 3 or 4 threads on each screw. Let's go ahead and tighten all 4 of them. And then we're almost good to go with the water cooler. Done. Okay, now before we go ahead with the water cooler, make sure you add your CPU compound, your cooling paste, whatever you wish to call it. People have got a number of names for it these days. Just about a pea size of it on there, not too much, you don't want it overflowing over the side of the CPU. As you can see, I didn't use a lot here, sorry about the camera. Just about the average size of a garden pea. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and fit the actual head of the water cooler. Raijintek went with something a little bit different from what I'm used to. It's only 2 screws instead of 4. Just give it a little rub around there so you spread the coolant around. As I said, there's only 2 and you can't detach them. They come pre-built onto the cooler head, so it's as simple as screw in one side and then match it on the other side and continue to do either side one at a time or 2 at a time. It's a little bit tricky, you'll get you see here, I kind of struggle a little bit to catch them. Now it will require a lot of screwing because the screws are massive. I'm just going to go ahead and skip this part. Once you've fitted this, you want to go ahead and plug in the CPU fan into the motherboard slot that says CPU fan, otherwise your computer will not get past the BIOS. Next we're going to fit these 2 120mm NZXT white silent fans to the front of the case. You can pick and choose where you prefer to have your cooler, your radiator. I prefer mine on the front. A lot of people seem to prefer theirs on the top. Personal preference. So once you've lined them up, you want to get the little or big screws that you got with the cooler and push them through the case and through the fan, and that should hold it in place. Grab another screw here and we'll put that one straight through there. Now you can go ahead and put all 8 of those screws in through the fans, and we'll move on now to fitting the radiator to the fans. This part's a little bit tricky as you cannot see anything. I mean, nothing. Once you think you've got them in place, try pushing the screw through, and if it catches the radiator, then you're golden. I got lucky that time. I got lucky. Sometimes I found myself sitting here for a couple of hours trying to fit this thing. So what I do is get all of the 8 screws in, nice and tight so it doesn't fall apart or there's no vibration available. It's absolutely solid is what you need. Okay, that's all 8 in for me. Move on to the next step. I'm just going to pick up the case here and turn it around. Please excuse my mess of cables. I really don't have time for cleaning cables, but you're going to need these two. These come from your fan. Now I've got a little box on the back here. You guys might not have that. You can put it on your motherboard or into an extender. It's completely up to yourself. Just plug them in and they should be good to go. Okay, once you've done that, you can go ahead and put the rest of your parts back in. This is my customized white Avexir Blitz RAM. I'm just going to slide these in. Just grab my graphics card. Again, another customized graphics card. This is my MSI GTX 964G. I got bored one night and decided, you know what, I'm going to paint it. And I did. Okay, for this part I can't stress this enough. This is probably one of the most important parts, is using normal toilet roll. Just wrap it around the pipes where it meets the cooler head. This is purely because the number of people who have bought the Raijintek coolers have said that it's leaked. I haven't had this problem and I've had my cooler for a couple of months. But just to show you, for example, keep this on for at least 24 hours after you first purchase the Raijintek cooler. You're better being safe than sorry. At least with toilet paper you can see the leak coming through. It doesn't hit any of your components. Mine's fine. I know mine is fine, so I can take mine off, but I can't stress enough to leave it on for 24 hours. You should have one very nice looking cooler once it's all fitted. Fans are all running just fine. Cooler is running absolutely perfect. Seems to be hovering around 27 degrees, which is great, although I live in a cold area. Anyway guys, thanks for watching my video. If you liked it, click the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time for another tutorial.